Hello everyone, and welcome back to Avowed. It has not been another month this time since I recorded my last episode. In fact, it's only been like a week. Last time we did the story quest. What am I looking at? Points available. 2. Oh yeah. What should we up? Honestly, I kind of run out of essence really fast. So I do be casting spells. I'm assuming we're just gonna push on with the main quest today until I inevitably get very distracted. Somebody's jug. They can get their water. See, walking blue in nature is not normal, from my understanding. So mushrooms, especially being like this bright shade of blue, is like screaming, "Eat me!" It's like that is definitely like poison. Again, the series is just mycophobia, the game.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
Huh. What the fuck? Each item and each enemy has a quality indicator. Jesus, I am just like reading words entirely wrong. Each item and each enemy has a quality tier that indicates its effectiveness in combat. Common, fine, exceptional, superb, and legendary. Enemies of higher quality than you will display a skull, an item icon next to their health bar, and will be highly resistant to attacks from weapons and abilities. Purchase higher gear from merchants or upgrade at party camp workbenches. Upgrading uniques across quality and tiers. Weapons and armor can be upgraded up to 3 times within their base quality tier. After that, they can be upgraded across quality tiers with the use of additional resources. Upgrading a unique item across the quality tier requires the use of Adra and its variants. Adra can be found in areas of high challenge or derived from breaking down other lesser used unique items. As you progress, upgrading your unique weapons and armor will be crucial to your effectiveness.
This one's mine.
Ah.
To your left.
That's helpful. Okay, much better.
Next one's mine.
I'm assuming you're the scary looking one. Oh, that's not bad, actually. We can eat him. It can bleed, it can die. Alt. Move.
That's it.
Okay. Ooh, in the water was a good spot to do that. Got him. Game won't tell me what I can kill and what I can't. Well, at least buy me dinner first. Oh, hello. Oh, you're not my friend. Okay, let's... Oh, he exploded. Who else is hitting me? Somebody else is... Ooh, I died. There was a bow. It's the first death. But I did kill the boss that said I couldn't do. I just want to point that out. It's so wild that that never happened. That entire... Just, you know. Alright. There's a bridge up here I didn't go over. What the fuck is that? Skeleton. Oh, it's a wizard that is a skeleton. I thought he specialized in skeletons. Primal Wind Spirit. What residue? F. I'm so used to hitting E for Oblivion.
In Rawatai, you don't abandon good supplies. I wonder what happened here.
I mean, the undead probably scared most people off. Some nice cloths and fabrics. Fishing pole? No, bow. Berries. I will actually eat this. Those are red barrels. They probably explode. Soul sponge. Yeah. Just walking through. Hello? Hello? Hang it up. Hang it up here. Ooh, chest. Hello.
That looks valiant. Want to do the honors and open?
You know me so well, Kai. Agate. Primal Wind. Parodies and Leather. Greatsword. They're slow as shit, yeah. Supposed to go the other way, but there's too much shit. There's just loot. Stuff to look at. It's so pretty. Oh. I can have you shoot this, can't I? What is this? Wait. Oh, that's... Yeah. I'm worried about the other side. I could probably climb over this stuff, though. Oh, no, I can't. Invisible wall. How do I... Fire starter? Do I have to get close enough? Oh. Oh, I see. It's, it's that there, not this. But this looks like I'm gonna bash through it. Those actually look really solid. I guess these are slow. Migrant's Fury.
Stand back.
Oh, just through the wall? Really? Okay. My immersion! Skeet. Great axe.
The Living Lands is scattered with over ruins like this. Good builders and explorers. Now, the last of them live in an old keep in Galawain's tusks. This island's never taken kindly to settlers.
Medium range, dealing moderate damage. They have a slow rate of fire, and their loud shots easily alert more enemies. Can I open this door? No. I got the hiccups. Gosh, the air nomads. Oh shit, hello. Ranger. Okay.
Just like the good old days.
Weren't you a pirate in your good old days? I don't know how fighting... Well, I guess maybe there are lots of skeletons to be pirates against. What's this? Torn Pargan Scroll, Part 1. On the third night, Ivona came to a towering cliff where the sheer, jagged precipice forbade all who might pass. Her pickaxe glanced off the surface, and when she threw her rope, it fell back to the ground and found nothing to latch onto. The wall is too high, Ivona lamented, and lit her torch as a prayer against the encroaching dusk. I cannot climb, but my path cannot end here. Your path has led you here to challenge you, Magrin said, in a voice that seemed to emanate from the flame itself. The stone before you is the same as the stone you stand upon. Your footing will find a way. So Ivona knew what she must do. We're gonna do the main quest, he said. It's very sidetracked with. He doesn't have any explosives. I don't think I do either. Unless I could just power hack a wall. I don't think so. I think I need an explosive like that. Oh, I really thought that was gonna go through, and then I was gonna die because I blew myself up. There is this door over here, which looks covered in root.
If you're gonna shoot that there.
There we go. Nah, I got this. It's big brain time. Even on medium, which I think is what it's set on right now, this game is very pretty. I need a better CPU. Hello. You got golden glow to you. Boots of the Bricklayer. 10 dodge distance, 2 might. Fuck yeah, let's wear them. Passed down from one pagan to another over the course of generations, these boots remain as sturdy as the day they were made. Your steps feel simultaneously lighter and more confident with them on, and you can feel the weight of the long ages through which they have been handed down. I would love a custom pair of boots. I think in this modern day and age, when everything is like made, factory made, it doesn't last very long. Those old boots lasted literally years of your life. Plus, like, you tailor them to your feet, so they're gonna fit perfectly. In older lands, it was said, to know the world, first make a map of it. To know the cavern, make a model of it. To know the soil, grow a garden of it. Now it is written in blood, and you shall not mistake a model or a map for the maxim, which is the truth manifest in the world. You shall not reduce the great to the grubby miniature. You should not mistake the drain hole for the maelstrom. The taste of the blood is, that which may seem clear on the map is tangled in the maxim. That's an interesting thought. can't experience something by a copy of it. You have to experience the truth. Ivona snuffed the torch and stepped onto the nearby ledge, and her humble walking boots found foothold upon the moss. She mustered her courage and reached for the outcropping above her head, proceeding step over step, hand over careful hand. With the last of her strength, she reached the top of the mighty cliff, then turned and watched the last of the sun slip under the waves. I don't understand, Ivona thought aloud again. How did I know where to climb? Only heroes can do such things. Was your mother not a bricklayer? Magrin asked. Yes. Did she not scale the walls of your great keep? Of course she did. Then that is how you knew. Triumph does not come to those born to a greater purpose. It comes from those willing to use the tools they were given. I like that too. It's like you knew where to go because your boots knew where to go because your mom had was a bricklayer. Bricks are like part of your story, even if you are not a bricklayer. And I think there is something to be said about that. Like, even if you have never picked up a guitar, if someone you know has, like, no, there's technically nothing that, like, we don't write that stuff on our genetics. But then there's, like, instinct and stuff that's gone thousands of years, and that is written in there. So, like, who knows, really? I was supposed to jump from there, but whatever, I made it.
Hey, that looks like a totem to your burned queen.
Golden Scale of Order, God Shrine Totem Fragment for Wodoka.
It looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
Totems can be displayed at the party camp. Yeah, Totem Fragment. Hold on, where was that at? Activating a companion ability increases your damage for 5 seconds. Restore God Totems when placed at the party camp. The chains of the solid gold scale are surprisingly rigid, almost as if they resist being moved. That's interesting. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, cool. I can probably just jump down here. Cool. Also gonna quick save that way if I... Oh, that was... Oh, that did. I'm so used to looking at the top left for Bethesda games. It's like it didn't quick save. No, it did. And this is just a jump down. Vessel flesh. Magrin's blessing. Damage reduction. And I've came through here before. And this is, I think, where the bandits were. Well, I'm glad I came this way. I got, like, some artifacts and stuff, even just not intending to. Yeah, this is where the bandits were. It is up that cliff, too. I could explore, but let's try and get these guys first.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago,
Try
but
and
left plenty of
sneak.
ruins to remember them.
Yep, we looked at that.
Bye.
Because if I get up close to somebody, I can do a sneak attack. Because that's one of my abilities. I'd rather do it on one of these level 2s. But I also think I can't, if I leave the grass, I might lose my stealth. I've not used these mechanics too much yet. He's looking this way. You can see on the map, the little arrows are pointed. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no. It does. So you have to be kinda...
Unseen, unheard.
Why can't I hide in this bush? This is dumb. There we go. Got one.
How'd you do that?
Shh, 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 shh. No, he can see me. Okay. Okay. You're the big one. I don't know how this works. Oh, you just drink fucking potion. Well, that's cheating. Oh shit, I'm in water.
You okay?
Okay. Oh, that's screaming. Shit, shit, shit. What I meant to do. Got him. Okay, there's two more. Shield out. That's gonna help us. This guy didn't have loot, and I'm kind of upset about it. I took his eggplant. I took somebody's eggplant and somebody's cucumber. Well, fuck you guys. Drink, 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 drink. Drink again. Oh, you fucking bitch. Oh, fuck. Knocks on my ass.
Next one's mine.
Okay. Okay. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Let's drink some of this. We're probably gonna level up after this, so it's worth finishing it off. I think that heals us. Yes, that definitely healed him. Fuck right off. There's one more. We're good. Got him. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's chilling here. They go from being too cold or too hot, like, in a span of a few seconds. My temperature, my, like, preferred temperature is so, like, limited, minuscule. Range. Comfort range. I'm saying words. Where did that guy die? Is it here? Eye of Ringyard. What's that? Oh, it's a throwable. Glacial stone. Okay. Are these loot? These are loot. I will take all the pots I can get. And then I killed somebody in the pots. Octave's Adra Tooth. Sheathed in the summer. Unique weapon. And then what is that? A bounty trophy. The root of this gleaming Adra Tooth is still covered in a bit of gore when you pulled it out of Octave's mouth. The bounty hunter in Parodies will pay well for this. Oh. Okay, so I take this to Bounty Master. And then the Sheathed in Summer looks like a dagger? Deals moderate fire accumulation. Yeah, it is a dagger. But, you know what? Oh, wait, no. For my secondary. There we go. That's how you do that. And there's a common wand here. Okay. Just gathering all my plants real fast. Probably should eat that. Shield and dagger is a weird combo, but I mean, I'll take what I can. I'm very curious about this society, and I hope we learn more about them. Because they say they're godless, but all these paintings and stuff, like, it's super highly intricate, and usually this is done for spiritual reasons. Is that Adra? This looks like a shrine. Yeah, they built it around, like, I don't know if that's Adra, because it's not the glowing, it's lighter and it's not glowing, but it's still, like, jade or something. It looks like it's a spiritual significance. But maybe, I mean, you don't need a god to be spiritual, to be fair. I want to say the Buddha's not, but I think he is divine through enlightenment, right? I actually don't know a lot about Buddhism. Also, I don't know if you've heard that there. I got my... So, top 2 wisdom teeth, and then my right canine was broken, so I got it removed. And sometimes my mouth makes noises that I'm not used to. So that's what that was. I apologize. It sounded a bit like Sylvester from Looney Tunes. The very, like... Yes, the sound effect was necessary there.
Ready, aim.
I'm not the biggest fan of that animation. I think it's easy. But, again, actually, as someone who is now learning how to animate, classical animation, but still, that is hard to do. What's this? This is a grave marker? No. What is this? This is, like, something important. Oh, maybe you can grapple up to it later? Oh no, there's another one. I should have eaten that. I think my frame's dropping. Yeah, it should be fine. There's something over there. What's this? Palmstone. Like a coconut? Although a coconut's not actually a stone fruit, right? Zarops. My old friends. I really thought I would level up from that guy. I did not.
This one's mine.
Oh, shit. Okay. Healing a lot. Oh god. Z. Okay. Ow. The bear was definitely frozen, but not the animation for it. Egg.
Another win, but who's counting?
You, evidently. Okay. I'll just loop back here. Bear claw. I don't know what the symbol on the map is, this purple thing. Is that a way shrine? Way teleport? Way point?
Locals call this the Pilgrim's Path, but no one really uses it anymore.
Okay. Save real quick. It's very pretty. God, this is beautiful. I would love like a picnic right there.
Great view, isn't it? You can even see Fort Northreach in the distance.
That's right.
Too soon?
Yeah, I was like, that's where I came from. Is that it right there? Or no? Is that it over there? One of those islands. Oh, wait. No, I think that's it. The island. Yeah, hold on. All my friends, like, died there. Dude, not cool. Insensitive. People. Let's go. I guess. This one's fast. You look like actual people, not
If
monsters.
you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that.
What the fuck? What's going on here?
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed.
Are you too dumb?
Why do you give a fuck? Oh shit. Oh shoot. Oh drat. Haha.
Idiot. You do not recognize your Emperor's favorite dignitary? If you are smart, you will have her relieved. She is terrible at her job, I say.
I'll take it under advisement.
Hikara. So you will do nothing, just like your friend here.
Fair, that's...
Will you give it a rest?
Why can't she enter the temple? Why can't she enter the temple?
Hikara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan. I say they are dead.
I'd like to see this temple for myself.
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go?
You don't have a fucking choice. Yeah, don't make me bring this back to the ambassador.
Right. Sorry, Envoy. The
I love
expedition
flexing
team
power.
entered through
Got
the
it.
cave just
That
past here.
tickles something in my
They
brain.
planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3.
Exactly. If they've been gone for
Something
more than a
must have held
day,
them up.
she
Our
has a
freak
point.
mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys. So there is no telling what he is capable of.
My
They were
God,
carrying
yeah.
a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard.
Excellent.
Well, you'll certainly be hip deep in no time. Good luck.
I can't... I kind of want to take her with me. There's Adra underlaying here. Yeah, okay, so these are the fast travel points. Oh, wow, this is it? This is all I've explored? This whole episode, I've just gone like this? They really wound this stuff tightly together then. That's interesting. We're right behind Peregrine's cache. Okay. Well, let me go grab the fast travel point, and then I'll come back and go into, well, I'll probably come out the same area. Oh, Kawia's journal. Just reading through people's personal stuff, it's fine. This slim volume is warped and water-stained. A quick flip through its pages reveals that it was digitally updated for 7 years. Its last entry is dated 2828, the year of Aothis' return. 2821, Season of the Nesting Birds. After 27 hours of difficult labor, I am the mother of a coral pink squall of a girl. I will call her Mata. Or is it Maida? I feel like a line over thing means you extend the sound, so it should be Meta. After my mother's sister, who was carried away from us on Amira's wings last season. May she have something of her spirit as well as her name. Oh, because they believe they don't believe in the Pillars universe. When your soul departs, part of it, when you die, your soul leaves the planet, the world, and then is like reinvested in like this wheel of the cyclical wheel of reincarnation, and every time you come back it's a little bit less. So she's literally saying she's named after my mother's sister who died last season, and so may she have part of her spirit as well as her name. That's really sweet. Like hoping she comes back to the family in some way. 2823, Season of Sun Showers. Anaru presented Meta with the fishing pole, the harpoon, and the basket this morning. How anxious I was that she should choose the harpoon and spend the hot seasons away at sea, or the fishing pole and be fettered always to the town, or the basket and spend her life climbing trees. But sweet Meta turned her back on all of them and crawled into her father's lap. She will be as her father is, a healer, and always stay near to me. That's really sweet. And I kind of like this, you know. She's, 2 years old at this point, and so, you know, show them the different tools, and that's kind of how they decide what they're going to teach them. You know, you literally do choose as a toddler. I think, if I remember correctly, some of the Native American populations around where I live had very similar traditions. So that's really sweet. I do not... Oh, man. I live in Washington State, real world time. We learned a lot about our various tribes growing up. Our state has always done, well, not always, but has done a lot to try and, like, highlight and incorporate them, because I think we recognize that their history should not have been forgotten in a way that a lot of other tribes were. Ugh, this is very sweet. 2826, so she's now 5 years old. Season of the ripening koikoi, or koiki. Last night, Meta told her first story. It was a tale of a mighty war parrot who fought fearlessly in many battles against the terrible Naga. But though he was a great warrior, he'd always wanted to explore the islands, so when his mother wasn't looking, he flew to the top of Serpent's Crown in Nekataka. He saw all the way to Hasongo. Hasongo? The sky went on forever, but he became scared of the heights and called for help, and his mother, the queen of the war parrots, came to rescue him. From then on, he was happy to remain a warrior. Great Aunt Meta once told me a similar tale when I was a foolish young girl determined to climb the tallest koiki tree in the village. Perhaps there is something of my old aunt's soul in my daughter after all. 2828, Season of the Churning Waves. A dread storm cloud sits heavy on the horizon and small tremors shake the land, but my girl is not disturbed. Tonight she leads the children in a performance of Ngati's Kraken Dance, as taught to us by the young women from Mahe Island. We made her bracelets and anklets from shells we collected on the beach together, and she wove her skirt herself. As we neared the season of her birth, I remember how when I first quickened, I told Anaru I was afraid. It is strange to look upon this tiny mind now and think I may never know her. How strange this life of mine, how generous the gods. I remember how when I first quickened, I told Naru I was afraid. It is strange to look upon this tiny mind and think I may never have known her. Like she might have never been born. That last one confused me, but maybe it's the autism. That was super sweet. Nothing up here. Alright, let's go inside this cave. Long this dungeon's gonna be. Hopefully not terribly long. Oh shit, hello. Electric lilies. I'm assuming that's electric throwables. Grenades. This looks like there are two...
That spear looks Adiran, alright. Guess we're on the right track.
Doors. Essence generators are a mechanical device that react with shock damage. So I'm assuming one's shock, one's fire. I'll just keep checking this way.
Think someone gave up on this? Or think the tripwire got him?
Oh. Oh, it's already open. Oh, I see. Hold on. That's not what I meant to do. How do I cancel the throw? Can't I change my throwable? Oh, this one needs to be electric.
That's it. Doors open.
Gotcha. Okay, that one has already been done. Ah, okay. Well. Okay. There's a skeleton here. Hmm. Let's switch weapons.
Team abandoned that puzzle.
Yep.
That's one for us.
That answers that question. I was way closer than that, but okay. Backpack, skeet, brigandine armor, pelt. Book of Verses. Aidnung, the bright star, spoke, and her voice was like a clarion cry, calling his soul forth. He knew her for the right hand of the shining god and was afraid. O wanderer, hear me, she spoke. You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept, for he knew that his sins lay before him, or he knew that his sins lay bare before this great illumination. Then Sargamus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and the force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. Harmke knelt before them, then resolved to save himself and ask what he must do. And Modugund spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. What darkness lies within you, you must cast into his light. Your sins will be burned from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his keeping. So spoke Modugund, but Aidnung warned him, saying, You have walked all these years into darkness and must now return. You will find the path like treading fire, and at every step you will be tempted to turn away. But no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. Going on to temptation, it's a very classical. Pretty much all religions have some form of that. Pretty much, not all of them, but like. You know, following the way. It's very classical. These thorns look gnarly. I did like this guy. Copper Pyres. I cannot fast travel here. I see on above the minimap. What is this? Just a sort of marker. This... Okay. I don't know why that was very clearly meant to be a path, but like it's open right here. So. Oh boy. Oh. If you look down, you can see trees down there.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Thank you, voice. Regular grenades. Skein ban.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Someone got clumsy.
I am like really low. Oh shit. Oh, I have one potion left. I should be using my consumables.
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Very careful.
Jewels, whispers of searing light.
Oh, these are supposed to be floating. Oh, I think they're supposed to be leaves on a branch. Is that a statue? Those are buildings, but they're hanging. Jump.
Zarabs. Want to sneak or fight?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Quiet as the depths. Another one down.
Nope, they saw me. But getting one makes me happy. Migrant's Fury, Brass Teo. Nothing in here. I don't see any loot this way either. Zorab, cave paintings. We've seen those before. And I'm enjoying this. This is fun. Smart guard. Even through his shield, my spells are just too powerful. Zarb Tongue. Silver Fenning, Common Bow, Iron Chunks. How am I doing on inventory space? I have 55 pounds. Okay. Actually, better than I thought. This needs to be exploded. I have grenades. That feels like it was a thing, but okay. I could have just gone around. Oh no, this is different. This does lead to different places. Well, over here. Yeah, that would have gone further in. Oh, that just looped around. So what was the point? Still, cool to do. Cool to have alternate routes and explorations and things. There's something there, but I can also see that I can go this way. Hello, what you got? Primal Flame, Monster Bird. Letter to Carload. I don't know what the apostrophe means. Carload. I can find no more use to put my talents I can find no more use to put my talents in our pitiless land, so I must go. The water freezes, I create art from it. The water melts, my art dissolves. The water freezes again, This cycle once brought me peace. I looked upon my work and was comforted by its impermanence, and in the impermanence of all things, I took comfort in Rymgrand's promise of the end. But even the ice carver is not impervious to the cold. Oh, you can't see my... I need to fix that. And the new wind that blows from the north, from Ukaizo, from the cracks in the in-between, chills me to my bones. There is something wrong in the world, Lotha, and not even your bright smile can set the cycle to rights. I head to the living lands. The vitality that fled my art is gathering there, condensing. A new chill rises in this land. A great conflict is coming, and our master will need his harbingers at his side. If Vatnir returns, tell him to come, but my love, I beg you, do not follow us. To serve our god most faithfully, I must believe you're still alive. Lexi. He knew he was going to his grave. Oh, that's a pressure plate. I see. This is crate.
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
See that. Oh, that was the right way. I didn't even realize that.
You're not my brother.
No. You good, buddy?
He's unsolved.
That does not hit. Okay. It goes away from me. Hey, Caveman.
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galawain's side?
You're not dead
Kid's
yet.
in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Oh my god. I so want to say it. I mean, Kai, come on. We can't let him die a virgin.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him. Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here?
Are you with the expedition? I could ask you the same question. Are you with the Expedition Corps?
Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. He's probably still down there, fiddling with his statue. You must have seen it on your way in.
Anything I need to know about the Oracle?
I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
We're not all the same.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
God, Kai, you're such a dick.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore.
I'll go speak to this oracle then.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Alright.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's
I didn't
worth,
even tell you that.
I really thought I was gonna die down here.
Given the extent of your injuries, you almost did.
It's a lucky thing you found me then.
I'll see you back in Paradise.
Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything.
Yeah.
I hope they're better off than I was.
Go find a brothel or something. Pushing an hour. I'm probably going to keep this to one episode. It's just probably going to be a longer one. Yeah, my frames are definitely going to shit. What the fuck? I just want to finish this. I don't really want to cut it in half because I feel like that
Seems
gets
like
weird.
a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand.
Yeah.
Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too.
That, see?
So,
That's what
the
I
kid
said.
The expedition team went deeper, looking for the oracle. I say we head after him.
History of the Living Lands. The Living Lands do not exist. But certainly there is an island. Certainly there are valleys, there are rivers, lakes, and mountains. There are trees and fungi in abundance. Taken together, do these not constitute the Living Lands? I will concede that they constitute a description of a continent, that this continent lies north of the equator, and that this continent is equidistant from Adir and Rautai. I will concede that this continent is real as long as you and I walk upon it. We call this island the Living Lands, but the Living Lands is merely a descriptor of its attributes. A list of attributes does not alone make up a place. I believe that for a place to become real, it must have a name. For a name to be real, it must have a history. History confers meaning, and meaning is given to a name by its namer. But the Living Lands cannot be this island's name, because I have traveled its breadth and climbed its peaks, and delved into the countless depths, and I have discovered that the Living Lands has no namer at all. Unless the words we use to describe this continent, the Living Lands, were given to us by the godless, unless these words have a meaning that only they could comprehend, unless these words have a history only they could know, and the hacecity, the thisness of this place was lost with them. I actually don't know what that word means. Chest. You know what? I'm gonna Google that word because I'm very curious what it means. Hacecity. Right here. Here we go. The property or quality of a thing by virtue of which it's unique or describable as this. So this one. So literally, thisness that the thing said. That is such a weirdly specific word. I wonder why it exists. To be fair, the Old English is very full of words like that. Words just to be words for things. Actually, I was watching somebody, I want to say it was Good Mythical Morning, and they did a he's not far. They did a, like, how fast can you guess the Old English word and what it means. It was really fun. Because it started with, like, the original Latin into, and I think some of them were even
good squad.
pseudo, pre-Latin. Like, obviously Greek is one option. You get a lot of that with things in, I want to say Scotland and other, like, Gaelic. Because they... I don't remember when the divergence is, but it's like 13, 12-ish, 100. That's when a lot of the, I think, colonization happened. I might be speaking out my ass now. I will insert actual things. I'll overlay them in the video. Captain Gita, the relic you seek is but one of many thorns in the rotten heart of this land. Claim it for Adir, and should its efficacy be confirmed, you will be appropriately rewarded. Inquisitor Lodwin. So, first of all, don't love this guy's energy. Should its efficacy be confirmed? So after you're sending them to get this relic, which may or may not even be here, and it's clearly dangerous and people have almost died, You're only gonna reward them if its efficacy is confirmed.
Didn't
Man.
realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques.
Steel Garrote. We have heard of them before. I think they're paramilitary third-partying.
I see someone. Be ready for anything.
I think that's the Oracle.
My brother. Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you.
You must be the Oracle.
It has been too long.
He looks like he's made of
I
gold.
had feared I was the last of us. But you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemus, servant of the once shining god. He whose light has lately dimmed.
I haven't played Deadfire, so I
What
don't know
brings
what
you
happened.
to this sacred space?
You named yourself after one of the early figures in Aeolian scripture.
Then Sargemus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargemus. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Hamka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants.
So he is old.
We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow.
Matthew Mercer?
But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly.
That is absolutely Mercer.
In this moment, we are not entirely alone.
I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. Did they pass this way?
An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here?
Do you really expect me to believe you haven't seen them? There's only one way through this place.
It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know?
They're searching for a relic you remember to keep here.
Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss.
What is this relic exactly?
The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shinbone from my lord's titan body.
Oh, Jesus.
It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond. The splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice.
Where do you keep the relic? I can find them there.
It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred.
But you can't reach
But
it.
I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way.
I'll be back before you can say 10 praise Aethys.
I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother.
Two things. First, double checking Sargamas voice actor. I am like 99% sure that is Matthew Mercer. Yes, it is. And then second, putting a splinter of a god in a giant statue I have seen before. That is like how you animate that shit. So I'm sus as fuck. However, his whole thing seems to be very like chill, like he is the light. It doesn't seem bad. Letter to Sargamas. Sargamas, it has been some time since your last correspondence, and I do hope that you are still well. Have the materials and spare equipment from my lab proven reliable? You know how temperamental and finicky old equipment gets. I swear, these machines have souls of their own. But I digress. I look forward to hearing the latest about your progress. I have no doubt that the completion of your project will change the world, and knowing you, it will certainly be for the better. That I have had a part to play in this fills me with deep joy and satisfaction. Perhaps one day they shall write about us. I can see it now. The Oracle and the Visionary, a titillating tale of two thinkers and their thoroughly thought-provoking theories. On second thought, perhaps simply the Oracle and the Visionary will suffice. You're eagerly awaiting your response, your friend Vitor. P.S. It is good that I forgot to send this until after it dried. Ulrask should have been very cross with me if I did not relay once more that he is, and I quote, rather looking forward to giving Sargamas' oversized animat a proper thrashing if he ever gets it functional. Oh, that Ulrask. Until next time, my friend. He is trying to animate it. You know what? I kind of... Making a living god never goes well, but I am morbidly curious. Interesting. This is a door. It's barred. Electric lily?
The bridge is out, but that looks like the way to the relic.
I can get there.
This reminds me of the Strangle Road. But how is anything this big growing all the way down here?
It's not the same as the Strangle route. Oh shit. The Strangle route was more thorny, and it was like very clearly taking over. Whereas this, yes, it's growing, but also everything around here is old. So I don't think it's taking over as much as it's just naturally reclaiming. Clay tablet. This clay tablet is inscribed with a flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen. Yul Hasiza Yuzu Lu Yedes Rageda Mi Gali Hed Sayapi Sayapai En Witan Kigit Yul Gapa Pubi. There's a lot of equipment down here. library.
You take lead.
Writing scene. Waterlogged book. The writing in this tome is dense and spidery. It advances across the page as if at a sprint, as if the author's pen had been enchanted with spell for celerity. Whatever mused and sorcelled it will never be revealed. However, for the book's fragile pages swiftly disintegrate in your hands. True tales from the living land. Only the hardiest of explorers would dare take the long, dangerous trek into the living lands. While there is no denying its beauty, the diversity of plant life alone is an herbologist's dream. The inherent risk in blithely trekking through these pristine hills is more than most should undertake. Let me take a moment and tell you about the land itself. Rolling hills, greenery, and sun. The whole area feels like a succession of hills and valleys, each with its own ecosystem. While that declaration is a tad extreme, it can almost be said to be true. The combination of sun, geographical location, proximity to fresh water, valley depth, and the existence of hot springs have given the living lands a wide breadth of flora and fauna. Walk down a hillside into a valley and you will find lush, verdant hills. Climb the next rise and you will see nothing but rocks and boiling mineral springs. And the creatures. In my travels, I've seen it all, and this place never ceases to amaze me. Trolls. I will never forget my encounter with the trolls of the living lands. I had just narrowly avoided being consumed by a giant plant, more on that later, and was running as fast as I could to get away from it. I broke the crest of the hill, and the valley below was wide, green, wet, and covered with low, thick-branched trees. Vines grew everywhere, between the trees, across the tops of them, down to the ground. It's as a mess of vine and green. Cautiously, I worked my way down towards the basin, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious, and it's a good thing I did so. I noticed not all the trees appeared to be trees. I froze, dropping to the ground in an effort to minimize my appearance. One of the trees moved, lumbering slowly away from the cluster. It's then that I realized it was a troll, stepping out from among the group of trees it had been resting against. With a few more steps, I would have walked right into their home. The camouflage these trolls exhibited far exceeded any I had ever seen before. I hope to return again in the future and observe them more. Insects. While I have never seen them, I have read reports of giant insects living in the living lands. Centipedes, flies, mosquitoes, and hornets, all 10 times the size you could see elsewhere. Imagine making camp. You've just gotten everything set up. There's a nice fire going next to your shelter. Something is gently simmering in the cooking pot. You sit down, finally feeling like you can relax after a trying day. You feel a tickling at your feet, insistent and prolonged. Reaching down to brush whatever it is away, your hand comes in contact with something hard, long, and flexible, winding its way around your boot. You look over to see a centipede the size of your arm, casually making its way over your feet toward the far side of your camp. You would get out of that camp, wouldn't you? That's exactly what my friend did when he realized that he had started his fire over a centipede's nest. Plants. And lest we forget, do not let your guard down around the plants. I had discovered a wonderful collection of giant flowers. They were bright pink and grew in a circle around a central stalk. What an aroma! I lack the words to describe how delectable it was. Sweet, fruity, and light, with just a hint of something tangy. Looking closely, I saw some berries growing out on the stalk in the center of the flowers. Well, I just had to have them, so I started pushing my way through the flowers. Then the vines growing around the base of the plant began to twitch, and the blooms turned towards me. It was at that moment I saw the blooms weren't actually flowers, but hinged jaws. I had been fooled by its camouflage. I quickly retreated, pushing my way out just in time. The blooms slammed shut. If I had been standing there trying in vain to reach the berries, I wouldn't be writing this book today. So many books in here. The Great Western Stag. One day, Aothus was sitting on a wall, watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered the small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past, leaped on it, trying to pin it down. Aothus smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on a spot, placing its paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Aothus watched the cat's tail twitch and slap the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. "I merely bring the dawn," Aothus responded. I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it?" "True," said a second voice, but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt? So philosophical, Hiela, Aothus said as he turned to greet the two gods that approached him. Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire? He gestured to the wall, inviting Hyleia and Galawain to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. I have created the ultimate prey, Aothus said finally, breaking the silence. It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught. Galawain laughed lightly. You don't agree, Galawain? Aothus asked. While it's true that your creation is elusive, it can hardly be considered the ultimate prey, because it never can be caught. He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. If that mote of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream, truly a fruitless endeavor. All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavors, said Hyleia. It is the way of mortality. Galawain laughed again. I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality. Now it was Aothus's turn to laugh. You promise turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality. How is that any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other. But you just said no one could catch this creature. This is not attainable, Galawain smiled. Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it. Hyleia shook her head and threw Galawain a bemused look. I do not believe this is possible, so I too will make an offer. To the person who catches the stag, and they will catch the stag, I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed will they be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt so they can obtain my boon. Galawain and Hyleia took up arguing whose name would be invoked more on when the hunt was on. Aothus sighed, a small smile playing at the edges of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long tired of stalking the moats, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. I merely bring the dawn, he repeated as he made his way down the path. It is up to you to see what I reveal. So many books! Nothing is lost to the search for Ukaizo. Excerpted from the collected journals of the Wanamara Wave Chaser. The Ranga's men came to collect my portion of prize share this morning, and I had nothing to give them, again. I make no money for the tribe, though I am always in my little ferry boat, Grey Gull, carving through the waves. At night I get no sleep. Huaytaro asked me to conserve the lamp oil to come to bed, but I can't, not until I find it. I know it's out there, the lost city of Ukaizo. On every chart and map of the Deadfire I've found, whether Huana, Vailen, or Raushan, there is a gap, an empty space where so much of our history could be. Did it burn to ash and cinders in the cataclysm? Did it sink below the waves? Does Ngati clutch it in her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost and wandering, like me, unmoored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chest, an ember always smoldering, a little fire to push it on. Huaytaro wants me to give up, but how can I? On mornings when the sky is so clear, I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it. I think I see it out there, shimmering in the brightening blue lights. Is it a taunt or a beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I ask the fisherfolk when they return with their catch at sunset. Tibere, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? How about you, Puira? They avoid me now. Huaytaro says they're busy, but I know they think I'm a tide-sick and sun-addled. The way Puira's lip curls in disgust when I approach, the way Tibere's eyes seem to see right through me, I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer, because tomorrow I'm taking Grey Gull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales, so I will. Last book. Annals of the Pargun. It was in the time of Adrahil the Sure-Footed that we came to Cleaban Rag, an ancient place of the builders, as the locals call them. It was a marvelous sight, a door in the mountain framed by a pair of ghoulish aspects. Through some exercise or trickery or cunning, Adrahil was able to gain access for our scholars that we might observe and record what lay inside. We discovered a foundry of sorts, the likes of which neither we nor our distant brethren had seen. Through careful observation, we surmised that the ancients had used this place to extract souls and transfer them to suits of armor. Delicate and challenging work, yet the scale they had achieved left us humbled and astounded. Perhaps more remarkable were the golems, living suits of armor powered by essence. We lost 2 of our fellows when the creatures caught us unawares, but once we subdued them, they proved quite fascinating. All too aware that our hosts would never again allow us, nor other curious travels, to visit this place, we took meticulous notes and measurements of all we saw, forsaking bread and sleep until the work was done. We reported all to Adrahil, whereupon he praised our work and urged us quickly forward, for if such a place lay abandoned in the forest, who can say what other mysteries God's kith have left in this strange and wild land? More books. There's a spider. That's not what I meant to do.
Remind me not to spook you.
Oh. Yeah. How about no?
Good fight.
I need a drink. Hold on. So many books in this life. Oh my god, I missed one. History of Living Lands 3. I'm gonna just collect these. I'm not gonna read them all. There's so many here. We will never finish if I don't. As much as I love reading them, and I do, I genuinely enjoy it, there's just too much all in one spot. Statue schematic. The drawing details the plans for the creation of a large statue powered by essence. The essence is intended to be injected into the statue by an array of animatic devices. Where such a vast store of essence might come from and what a statue could do with it is unclear. Yeah, he's trying to make a golem. Oath and prayer and the sun. Okay, I'm skipping that. Deerwood. Oh wait. The Deerwood is from the original. I saw that. I think you start there. Are these burnable?
Coming in hot.
What does that do? Where did that open for me?
Aye, aye. There's no one to go.
What does this do?
Here it comes.
What does this
Ready,
do?
aim. Stand back.
Are those like eggs? What are those? I'm very confused.
Here it comes. Then raw.
It didn't seem to open anything for me.
Aye, aye.
I don't know.
Coming in hot.
They look like eggs, but then nothing hatched from them when I was fighting, so I'm very confused. Either way. Keep going. I'm not still sneaking, am I? No. Okay, well down we go.
6 years in Dawnshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time.
There was a room back here that I didn't go in, now that I'm thinking about it. This room. I can climb out here. I don't think there's much, but... miss any loot. Oh, that didn't hit me. I have... That dude that just opened this door? But why? What was the... Oh, that's why. Cool. Okay. Bit of a circle, bit of kind of a pointless one, but it's fine. I'm gonna let the guy make his statue. Again, he seems to be a good guy. Although he might be bitter and resentful of the fact that nobody's worshipping Aothas anymore. And so he's gonna make a living statue, but like... I don't know. I feel like I don't wanna... fuck with him. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, hello. I hear noises. Purifications of the Pilgrim. Is this is just a regular water beetles.
Right behind you.
Beetle shell. Essence up there. I feel like I should be able to reach that. I can't, but I should be able to.
Dream Scourge ahead. I hate to think it reaches all the way down here.
Thorns beside violets. Essence twisted out of shape.
Is this Dream Scourge? I think it is. That's the bridge. Ah, okay. You mentioned that earlier. Okay, we'll keep going.
The pose, a pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
With this leaving of the precious body, we commemorate our most glorious God with all his saints. Let us commend ourselves and one another to end our whole life to Aethys the Dawn Treader. For this holy house and for those who enter it, it was a faith who enter it with faith, reverence, and the fear of our God. We consecrate this temple in his name. Aethys, have mercy on our souls. Seems fine. This is gonna be a fight. I can already feel it.
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice.
The oracle's not creepy, he's just... I guess he's a little creepy. What? I can't reach that?
Good eyes.
I got it. I got it. Oh. Good to know that I can do that. What's this? Oh, I must have opened the store with
There's
that.
the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it, can it?
No, it's gonna absolutely trigger a trap when I grab it.
You take it. No one said anything about tight spaces.
What does this do?
That must have been something.
Purple. Just a regular axe. These fires are lit. I'm assuming they don't burn eternally. I just know as soon as I grab that relic, something's gonna fucking happen. I don't see anything else. I am low on potions. Can I open the store? No, it's barred. Alright.
The false idol. It waits.
The false idol?
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Bitch. This guy. Oh. He's weak to Oh, ow, you hit me. Should have been able to. Oh, fuck. Oh, the priest. He's gotta die.
On your right.
Okay, this is not good. Okay, I have one up. Oh, fuck you.
You okay?
Almost not. We good? We live? We lived. Wow.
Who's ready for more?
Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm like inches off of, not even inches, centimeters off of the next level. I think that's what we're gonna call it for today. It's almost an hour and a half. We got the bone. Let's go ahead and just save. Manual save. Let's do it. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. I'll get this edited and sent out here shortly. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.